Hi guys, welcome to my channel, thank you for watching. So today's video is just going to be my foundation routine. So this is the routine that I follow every morning when I'm doing my foundation and concealer. I just thought I'd come and share the bits that I do and give you guys some tricks on how I apply my foundation. Please bear with me, I'm so poorly today. Everybody in my house actually has started to come down with a cold, so my mum got it first and then she passed the love on to me, so I can definitely feel that it's coming out. I've not been well anyway, so I've been pretty run down, so I kind of feel like I'm a germ magnet at the minute. I am catching everything. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you already haven't. We're just going to jump straight into the video. Please excuse me, I do sound like a hot mess throughout the video, but I hope you guys are well and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Enjoy the video guys. Bye. Hi guys, so we're going to jump straight in. I've already primed my skin. I've used the Urban Decay B6 spray. This is my Ride or Die spray. I love this thing. So I have sprayed this on. I have already done my eyeshadow, so I've only got my foundation and my concealer left to do. So I'm going to jump straight in. So I do need to use some sort of primer, whether it's just because of my pores. So the one that I do tend to reach for more often than not is the POREfessional by Benefit. So I'm going to take some of this. I'm only going to take the smallest amount. Everybody in my house is sick. I can hear my mum coughing. So literally I've got the smallest amount on my finger and I'm literally just going to put it in the areas that I need it. So right here, down the side of my nose, and then just bringing it out. I'm going to put some. I'm also going to put some just in the centre of my forehead and then a little bit on my chin. And then anything that's left over, I will just rub it around my nose. So again, this is just to hide my pores a little bit. And I like the POREfessional one. It sits on the skin like a film, so I feel like when I put my foundation on, it just goes on really nice and smooth. So the foundation that I am using today, I'm kind of between colours, so I can't use my favourite foundation, which is my Giorgio Armani Illumina Silk, but I am actually loving the Clinique, what are you called? Super Balanced makeup, and I am number 3 Ivory in this. So I'm just going to take this foundation and I'm just going to dot it where I want the foundation to be. So I'm just going to dot it on. I always try to get a foundation that is closest to my skin colour, or maybe just one shade darker. Obviously with foundations, they do say the lighter you go the better, because you can always darken it up with bronzers and all that good stuff. So, but I like a little bit of a darker skin. So I do find that the easiest way to move the product around my face first is to go in with my stippling brush. So this is the So Eco finishing brush. So this is one of my favourites, and I will spray my brush with a little bit of Max Fix Plus just because I like a little bit of extra moisture. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to push the foundation into my skin. I'm not really too worried what it's going to look like because then I am going to go in with my beauty blender. So I'm just pushing it in. And then I'll bring it down onto my neck as well. But again, we are going to move down there with the beauty blender, so we're going to make sure that that all blends in and we haven't got any harsh lines from the foundation. I think that's the worst thing for me, is when you don't actually blend your foundation, then you end up with a line around your face, or a tide mark I think they call it. I don't like that. So I like to push it in first, and then once I've got the majority of the product pushed into my skin, I will then swap over and I will go in with the beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques beauty blender. Now I actually like this one because it's got the slanted edge on it, so I kind of feel that I can get in better with my foundation. So then all I'm going to do with the slanted edge is I'm just literally going to pat around and make sure I've moved the foundation around, and I've got no white lines. I love this beauty blender. I love all beauty blenders actually, I really do. Anything that's just putting extra moisture into my skin is just brilliant with me. So again, you can see that I'm bringing it down and blending it into my neck. Let's move my fringe a little bit. And then when you're happy and feel like you've got it all perfectly and how you like it, which I think I'm about there, I'm one of them people that even if it looks like it's all in, I will carry on just for an extra minute or two, just to make sure that it is actually all blended in. So yeah, that's good for me. So now I'm going to conceal. So two of my favourite concealers are the drugstore concealers, and they are both by Maybelline. The first one is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and the next one is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I do tend to use both of these just because I like the consistency of them and I like the coverage. Plus I have really bad dark circles underneath my eyes, so I do need something. Normally I would go in with a salmon concealer first before I put my foundation on, but I'm all out of it and I don't have a backup, so I really need to get a new one, just to counteract the blueness underneath my eyes, so then when I put my foundation on over it and then when I put my concealer on, it's not like I'm making a lighter kind of blue circle under my eye. So I will get my Age Rewind and then I just underneath my eye, down the side of my nose. I just find that doing my concealer this way, it's not emphasising anything. So instead of just doing a line underneath my eye, which is absolutely fine, I just find for me it's better just for me to bring it down a little bit. And obviously because I am making this area lighter and I want everywhere else to match, I will just dot a bit on my chin, up my nose, and then on my forehead. I do a little flower on my forehead, and we'll do a bit there as well. Oh, I sound awful. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and I'm just going to dot a little bit on there. This might seem like a lot of concealer. Then taking the pointy end of my beauty blender, all I'm going to do is push it into the skin. I love these concealers, they just blend out absolutely beautifully. Beautifully? Is that even a word? I don't know. It's a word in my dictionary. And then I like to get right up in there, in the corner. And then I will pull this all the way out as well. I like this method because especially if you've not used any tape when you're doing your eyeshadow, sometimes it can look a little bit sloppy on the ends. So doing my eyeshadow first, I just find for me, when it comes to doing my foundation and my concealer, I can really tidy up that area as well. So it all looks really nice and just, everything just looks seamless and no harsh lines. So I think that for me is pretty much blended. So one of the things with my concealer is I always have to set my concealer. I just find that no matter what concealer I use, whether it's an anti-crease one or anything like that, they do all crease on me. So I use the Anastasia contour kit to set my concealer, and I will take the first two shades in this palette. So it's the banana powder in the middle and this one here, which I think is vanilla or fawn, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's vanilla, and I will mix these two. So all I will do is I'll dip my brush in, both of them, tap off the excess. I'll get my beauty blender one more time, just give it one more pat underneath, just to make sure there's no build up under there, because obviously I don't want to be setting in concealer that's already creased. And then straight away in with the brush. I always try to look up as well so I don't cause any creasage whilst I'm doing this step, and then I can brush away any excess, and then I will just set the areas as well where I've just put the concealer so that doesn't crease either. And that for me is how I do my foundation and my concealer. So I'm going to pop everything else on, so I'm going to just quickly do my eyebrows and just pop the finishing touches on, and I will be right back. So once my eyebrows and everything else is all done, highlights on and all that good stuff, finished off with my makeup setting spray, this is the finished look. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you already haven't, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.